Hey,
Hello,
how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Awesome. So yeah, tell me about where you're at. So I seems like you took your MCAT in September, you got a 506 and you want to improve your score. So yeah, tell me about all that.
So I took it in September and I started studying like full-time studying back in June.
Mhm.
And I mostly use the AAMC materials, like because I got the fee a waiver assistance program. So I
Mhm.
was able to go through like majority of the materials that was there.
Yeah.
And when I was in school, because I also graduated this past June, so during my spring quarter, I was kind of studying here and there, mostly through like Khan Academy videos, just for the content review.
Mhm.
And for like a month and a half, like maybe 2 months, I did some U World problems whenever I had during school.
Mhm.
And those are the things that I did. I also did some blueprint exams, like I got the 4 pack ones.
Mhm.
I did that as well. Um, yeah, so those are all the things that I did.
So you did did you do which AMC exams did you do?
I did all of them. I did the unscored on the sample and then practice 1 through 4.
Got it. And you did all of the four blueprint full lengths?
Yes, I did the full lengths during school back in March, and then I did the AMC material, like the full exams, this from June to September until my test dates. And I did all of the full lengths from AMC like twice because the first time around I didn't do as well. And then I took some time to study and then I did them again and I was able to score better on the second attempt. Yeah.
So when you took them in June through September, was that your first attempt or second or both?
Both.
Okay, got it, got it. How were those scores like the first time you took them?
So I can look at them now. So the first time I took like the practice exam one, I got a 493, and the second one I got 507.
Mhm.
And for the second one, I got 493 again, and then 505 for the second time.
Mhm.
And for the third one, I did 496 and then 505 again. And then the exam four, I got 498 and then 511.
Mhm.
And for the scored exam, I got 499 and then 505 again.
Got it. And how were the blueprint exams? Like how did you score on those?
Um, Blueprint exam, I think they were, I have to pull them up, but I want to say they were around from anywhere from 498 to 504, I think was my highest one.
Okay, and these were when you took them in March?
Yeah, around March and April.
Got it.
I took them like every 2 weeks, one exam, I think.
Got it. Got it. Okay. So now on your actual MCAT, what was the breakdown, the score breakdown?
Um, the score breakdown for Chem and Phys, I got 127, and
Mhm.
Cars was 124, and Bio was 127, and Psych was 128.
Got it. Do you feel like cars is the toughest section for you?
Yeah, I think the car was the hardest part for me. And even when I was studying, I did a lot of the AMC materials, and even then, I don't think I was scoring really well.
Got it. Okay. Yeah, so I think that so since we've exhausted the AMC exams, we're probably going to do mostly third-party exams. I would say like Blueprint or Altius. Like you can either get the the rest of the Blueprint exams like 6 through 10 or Altius exams like they're whichever one could be like cheaper for you.
Okay.
Um and AMC stuff, you've done like the section bank too.
Yes, I did the section bank too, and I think I did them like two
Mhm.
times the first time around.
Got it.
I
So,
think I
so they released a new section bank.
Yeah, I haven't done the new one yet.
Okay. So yeah, we can do So I usually start students off with doing the Jack Westin content diagnostic. And it's kind of like it's like a bunch of discretes, but it goes over everything that you can possibly see on the exam. And
Mhm.
I think that's what we can start you off with. So here, let me put this together. Um, so yeah, let's see. So if you just go to the Jack Westin, can you see my screen?
Yes, I can see
Yep. So if you just go to the Jack Westin website and scroll down to this QBank, you hit Study QBank now. And
it.
here,
Hmm.
Mcat Content Diagnostic, you select that. And there's one for BB, one for CP, one for Psych Soc. You just select it and then you hit Start Diagnostic. So
Hmm.
I would say to start off with this, and here, I'm making like a schedule for you here. So phase one is what I call, sorry, it's what I call the
Hmm.
first phase. Um, and you're using Anki too?
I was, yes.
Um, when you say was, like,
When I think I did started Anki like maybe July. Yeah.
oh, but you like, did you like stop using it or something or for any?
No, I was using it until my end of my test date.
Got it, got it. Yeah, so for Anki, like I just think 45 minutes to an hour a day is good.
Hmm.
I think, you have to like finish the cards or, doing it in that way where it tells you like, you have like hundreds of cards due. That could be
Hmm.
overwhelming. So I just think, just do 45 minutes to an hour a day. And then you can do the Jack Westin content.
Hmm.
Um, and for cars, you can do so. Do you still have or did you finish like the AMC because they have the Cars Question Pack Volume 1, Volume 2, and Cars Diagnostic Tool. Um, yeah.
Yeah, I did all those as well.
Okay, okay. So we can you what about Jack Weston cars?
No, I haven't done those.
Okay, so we can start doing Jack Weston cars. It's pretty it's like probably second best after AMC. So
Hmm.
that could be Jack Weston cars, and I guess I'll just have it be the cars. So I'll just put this in for phase one, and this will probably. So are you doing anything other than um MCAT? Like, are you still in class or are you?
I'm working, but only working part-time. So like maybe anywhere from 12 to 15 hours a week.
Okay. Um, like what days generally?
Well, I just started my job right now and I'm just doing the training for it. So right now the training is for this week and next week, and I don't have my set schedule right now. So
Got it.
yeah.
Yeah. So I'll put this for like maybe um I guess yeah, I'll put it in for like up until maybe like the 14th. Like
Mm-hmm.
you finish the Jack Weston content diagnostic by then and not just finish it, but like review it and we can go over it our together as well. And then you can do the AMC section bank, volume 2 that just came out.
Mm-hmm.
And this will be for the rest of phase one. Let's say that it takes maybe like a week to do that as well. And do you have UWorld?
I don't have it anymore. I
Okay. Um, would you be open to like getting it again or?
Yeah, I can get it again.
Okay, okay. Because yeah, for like phase two, what I typically it like automatically did this. So yeah, so okay, for phase one, it's just going to be like Well, Anki's always going to be there, like for all the phases,
Hmm.
if I don't write it. But yeah, phase one is like the accuracy phase. We're not going to really worry about doing anything timed. And that will pretty much be the case for phase two and three as well, except for the practice tests. But we can have you then start um phase two, and that'll still be so it'll basically still be this stuff, but it will be, well, let's see how I can do this. Maybe I'll put it in for like 2 weeks, and then on the weekends we can have you do the full length. So I can put maybe or okay, so I'm just gonna write like third party full length like one. So that could either be like blueprint full length five if you decide to get more blueprint tests, or it can be like all
Hmm.
one if you decide to get that instead. Uh,
Hmm.
and like let's say on this Saturday, you do the test. Once you're finished with the test, you're done. And then the next day, you'll do something called a blind review, and that's basically, um, so like the questions that you get wrong when you first do that exam, just like try not to look at the answers, but like write down which questions you got wrong. So like let's say
Hmm.
you got number three wrong, 15, 23, 34, 45, 56. Let's say these are the ones you got wrong. Um, what you'll do in your blind review is you'll write down what those questions are, and then you'll do another attempt at that test, but without the time constraint,
Hmm.
only going to do the questions you got wrong. And so like, you're just going to do like question three, number 15, etc. And the reason for this is to separate the questions you got wrong because you really didn't understand them from the questions that you get wrong because you ran out of time. Because if you ran out of time um, and you just kind of like look at the answer, like it's kind of like wasting a question because you don't really get a fair chance. You didn't get a fair chance at actually trying it out. So
Hmm.
like let's say so okay, these are six wrong. You do your blind review and you let's say, three of them you get right now. So now there's three wrong. Then you can do the regular review, which is just reading the solution.
Hmm.
Let's say like, two of them make sense. There's just one wrong still. When we meet, instead of going over the six, we can go over the one. So that's
Hmm.
pretty efficient. But it doesn't always have to be like that. I mean, if there's a question like even that you got right, but you're just curious how I would approach it, we can go over that as well. So that's the blind review. And so that'll be like, let's say the Saturday you take the exam, and then the Sunday you do your blind review and your regular review. Um,
Hmm.
let's say that the questions that you're getting wrong are like buoyancy or like acids, bases, or like Krebs cycle or something. Then you can use UWorld to make passages and questions on those topics. So it can be like a kind of like a targeted content review. So
Hmm.
that's what you'll be doing like on the week. Oh wait, let me change this. So on the weekdays, whereas on the weekends you can do your full lengths. So that'll be okay. So this is will be for like October, and then this will just be oops, here these out. Okay, and then we can put some of this stuff in, and yeah, and then okay, third party full length two, three. So we're basically going to do it like this. Um, any questions while I oops do this?
No, I don't have any questions.
Okay. And then yeah, I guess I put in. Do you think? Wait, do you know when you're gonna take it in September?
Um, on January 16th.
Got it.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. So then this works out. So yeah, so basically, um, so yeah, and I'll share this with you. So on each of these days, oh well, these days passed, but on each of these days, whenever you do like whatever is listed, like let's say, Anki, you can just put like a strike through.
Mm-hmm.
And like, if let's say you weren't able to do 45 minutes to an hour, you only did like 30 minutes, you could just edit the cell to say 30 minutes and then you do the strike through. So
Mm-hmm.
this way we have a very clear idea of what to do each day, what to do, tomorrow, what to do like a week from now, a month from now, and also like what you've been doing. Because sometimes like, let's say like you're not keeping track of this and like on Friday you're tired, you only did Anki, you might feel like guilty about it, but if you do this, then you can see like, okay, you know what? I shouldn't feel guilty because earlier in the week I did get all of this stuff done, right? So that can help in that
Mm-hmm.
regard, but it can also help to like give you a very, very clear idea of what you're going to be doing every single day. And yeah, and I would just update it with uh the strike throughs to just kind of keep track of what you've been doing. But yeah, pretty much you're gonna just start like you're always gonna be doing Anki and cars stuff. Um, but the science stuff will start off as the Jack Westin content diagnostic, followed
Mm-hmm.
by the AAMC section bank volume 2, the new one that came out. Um, and then you'll enter phase 2, which will involve third-party full lengths for the weekends. We're
Mm-hmm.
gonna try to do like one each week. And then in on the weekdays, like between the full lengths, it'll be the same thing as usual, Anki and Jack and Cars, but the sciences will then be UWorld stuff, and it'll just be based on the stuff that you get wrong for each full length. So that way, you know, like if you got certain topics wrong on full length one, you can do UWorld stuff. I mean, you can go over it, of course, and we'll go over it together, but you can do UWorld for additional like application of those concepts to passages and questions and stuff. So this way, because I guess like the biggest obstacle here is that you've already done all of the AMC stuff like twice. So,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, but like your score is still good. It's not like there's any big thing kind of holding you back, but I definitely want to like make sure we do like a cars passage like relatively early, just so you
Mm-hmm.
have, and like I'll send you like you've probably seen like some of my videos, but I'll send you like a video, like these two videos that involve me going over cars. I'll like send
Mm-hmm.
it to you in an email just so you have an idea of the cars strategy. And we'll probably go over a cars passage together like sooner rather than later, just so you have like, well, so you have like a strategy that you can apply to the cars passages that you'll be doing.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but aside from that, yeah, it'll basically be what you see here. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, that sounds good. And is there a particular Anki deck that you wanted me to do? Because the one I was using was just for the psych and soc session
Oh,
section, and
Mcat?
yeah, yeah,
Mhm.
that
Yep, that's really good for the psych and social. And yeah, like Miles Down is good
one. Okay.
stuff. This is you, right?
Yes, that's me.
Okay. So sharing this with you now. And yeah, so yeah, the Miles Down deck is good. Um and I definitely would say to maybe to okay, like there's like the essential equations deck in there that's pretty short to
Mm-hmm.
definitely have those down because you don't want to lose any points from forgetting like a formula. Um
Mm-hmm.
and then also uh like the metabolic pathway stuff could get pretty complicated. Um but I guess it honestly depends on what your I guess what areas you're weak in compared to areas you're strong in. So you can just kind of just do the miles down deck like normal. Um,
Okay.
yeah. And and yeah, as you do like, your content diagnostic, we'll just be able to we'll like constantly just find more areas that you're weak in and then like strengthen that, and that'll just continuously be what we do throughout the entire process. So
Mhm.
yeah, so there's this, yeah. So what else are your thoughts?
Um, no, I think this sounds good because I went through all of the AMC materials and I wasn't sure like how I would approach like studying for a second time around. So,
Yeah.
but this sounds good.
hmm Yeah, yeah. If I find like some other like good resource by that we can use by that point, I'll let you know. But
Mhm.
yeah, but generally, yeah, I recommend like Blueprint or Altius for the third parties, and then of course AMC for AMC. But yeah, I think that should work for you. Yeah. So you can decide if you want like whichever is cheaper, I guess. You can decide like if that's going to be like test 6 through 10 of the blueprint, or it's probably cheaper to do like all 10 of the Altius because you get it in one deal. Whatever works for you. But yeah, we're gonna be doing pretty much third party ones just because yeah, you've done the AMC ones already. So
Mhm.
yeah, okay. And then yeah, you can use Miles Down. You can use Hankout for the Psych Soc and stuff. Um, but but yeah, and we should meet sometime soon to go over like cars together so you have a strategy for that. Um, but yeah, what do you have any other like questions or anything?
Um, no, I don't have any other questions.
Okay. Um, all right. So yeah, I shared this with you. I'm trying to think what else I can share. Oh yeah, there's a shared Mcat folder that has lots of useful stuff in it. I will share this with you as well. Okay, I added you to the Mcat folder. And yeah, okay. So yeah, I guess if you don't have any other questions, let's see. Do you want to schedule something? Well, schedule something for this week for us to go over like maybe like a cars passage?
Yeah, I can do that. Should I use the calendar
Oh yeah, I mean I could
that
put
you have?
uh manually also.
Okay.
Like, let's see, Wednesday the 9th at 5 p.m. Eastern. Are you free then?
Um, Let me just pull up my schedule really quick. You said Wednesday the 9th at 5 p.m.?
Yeah, Eastern.
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay. All right. So I'll put you in for like, do you want to do like 90 minutes, 2 hours?
Yes.
Oh yeah. Well, which one?
Um, 90 minutes.
Okay. So, all right. So I'm putting you in for 5 p.m. Eastern, 90 minutes. So yeah, 5:30. Sorry, 5 a.m. What am I talking about? 5 p.m. till 6:30 p.m. Wednesday the 9th. That
Yeah.
works?
Yes. And you said
Awesome.
Eastern or
Yep, Eastern.
okay. Got it.
Awesome. So let's see. So okay, just for the 30 minutes today. Oh, and yes, since it's um recording, so that should just be like 38.
Okay. How should I, is it through Zelle or
Yeah, you had Zell, right?
yes, I do.
Yep. You can put in, this is my number. I put it in the chat.
How much did you say again? Sorry.
Oh yeah, 38.
Okay, sounds good. And for cars, I had a friend tell me to maybe also try the Khan Academy car section. Should I do that as well? Or just
Uh,
stick to Jack Westin?
yeah, right now we'll um use like Jack Westin. But there's also like, yeah, there's like, oh yeah, I got the money. Thank you. So I
Mhm.
just sent an email that are like videos of sessions that I've done that where I go over like the car strategy. So that'll I just sent you like links to them, so that'll give you an idea of like the strategy that we'll be using. But yeah, we're gonna use like a very kind of particular strategy for cars. So yeah, I would take a look at those. And yeah, I mean like as long as our strategy that we use is solid,
Mhm.
not too big of a deal what material you use for cars, but Jack Weston is really good, and there's also like the Princeton Review, like a hyper learning book that's pretty good, and there's also like an exam crackers book that's really good. But yeah, we'll probably end up using more than one resource because I didn't say this, but for like the third party full lengths, like Altius or Blueprint, we're not going to use their cars section. We're going to be using something else. So like you'll basically like when you take your CP section, you're done. When you get to the cars section for Altius or Blueprint, you'll just kind of have it open a new window, and then we'll set something up so it'll be like 9 passages, 90 minutes that you will do instead of like the Altius or Blueprint cars. And then once you're finished, you'll go back to the Altius or Blueprint test, and then you'll just skip the cars, and then you'll go to BB and then Psych Soc, and then we'll use like a score converter to
Mhm.
get your car score. But yeah, we'll likely end up using some like resources more than other resources than Jack Weston. But yeah, as long as the strategy is solid, you'll be good no matter what.
Okay, that sounds great. Thank
Awesome.
you.
Yep. So all right, I will see you on Wednesday. Yeah, we're gonna eat.
Okay, thank you. Bye.